Welcome again, Keepers of Light, and I call you that because you are just that, a keeper of light. Today, I'm going to talk about, to describe how the energetic story of how energy plays out on a day-to-day basis. How important it is that you, as a keeper of light, grasp that what you are interacting with on a moment-to-moment basis is energy. And that to strip away the story that is affixed to the energies that you encounter, that are the basis of what we call reality, to understand that it is energy first, and to be able to empower yourself so as to view life from an energetic standpoint, as opposed to the presupposed linguistic definitions that we place upon it. It is one of the most critical things that you will do as a keeper of light. And so, here we go. Imagine one of those balls, like a tennis ball, but not really, because it's made out of rubber bands, and the rubber bands are, all intermixed, one on top of the other, encircling. You could even say a ball of yarn. But the same concept here is that what happens within a human lifetime is that there is this ball. There's this ball of energy within us. This and how it is formed is in. And by the way, the reason why it sometimes is difficult for me to channel this information is because, from an energetic standpoint, I am looking to find words within my own vocabulary bank, and perhaps I need to extend mine a little here. But what goes on is that I'm reaching to put into language, reaching for the exact word that had the particular frequency alignment to the energy that I am experiencing, the energy that is wanting to be communicated in the moments that are at hand. And so for me, it is a reaching for particular words, and sometimes the placement of them will be in a order that is not ordinary to you, but the reason behind it is exactly that I am looking at the energy, feeling it, and allowing the interpretation of that energy to come through in a way that is going to be in alignment to, or as much in alignment to, that energy as possible. And so it would be an apology of mine to you that I may come some days more aligned to the energy than others, depending upon what frame of mind and body and connection that I am in to source. And so, what you will see when you observe others, and what you are learning to see now is, and foremost, you would likely be seeing this within yourself first. And when you are able to figure this out, how it works within yourself, then you are going to be able to do the same and see and work it out for how it works for others, or how it is unraveling. See how it is unraveling for others. Unravel being the word here, because what you will find is that having arrived at this particular moment, and I stress this very often because there is a configuration of time whereby now is the moment where you are opening up to this new way of being, this new way of existing. It is a sort of portal that you are in now, and the information you are receiving is and was intended for you to receive in this exact moment. And so what you have experienced, when you have experienced low points, what you would define as low points in your life, is but an intermixing of energies, so much so that the unraveling of this ball of twisted energies has become what now you are becoming aware of, that the reality of manifestation exists in a person's ability to come from a standpoint that is in alignment to the purity of a thought, purity of a set of beliefs, purity in a sense of alignment to that. And so what we find is that the majority of people are in a state of confusion, because within them is a wound up ball of energy whereby the entanglement is so tightly weaved, in that there are some who will not, in this lifetime or in their lifetime, experience the unraveling of such. However, you as a keeper of light, you are now experiencing the unraveling of energy points that are mixed up in such a way as to have before made it seem impossible for you to get things right, to manifest, to find peace and a level of consistency in that which you have reached for. The main point is that oftentimes the energies are conflicting ones. with conflicting messages. So, for example, it'll be that you have the belief that everything is beautiful, that existence itself is beautiful. But then you also hold within yourself the belief that you are ugly. Now, imagine how many other beliefs and thoughts, and I'll say beliefs. Imagine how many other beliefs a person could have, and of that, the contrary to those, all of them weave together, creating this jumbled mess of energy, this jumbled ball of energy, which then becomes the reality for the person, in that the person cannot move forward in any direction that they're choosing because of the confusion and the non-purity of that energy. You have come here as the keeper of light to these words as a reminder to you that it is simpler than you once thought it was to achieve the mission, the goals, the dreams that you have aspired to. This is because once now you have triggered the thought, the idea that you are able to, that what is happening now is your participation in the completion of your purpose. Your purpose having been to yourself accumulated the same level of twisted energies, because you came here to participate in life, to participate fully. And so for you made no exception. You had no exception to that, other than to identify that you would arrive to this point where you would have clarity, and thereafter move within this matrix, within that perspective of clarity, as clarity is what is needed at this juncture of point in experiential time. And so in the days and weeks and months and years to come, you will be experiencing an unraveling of the energies that have been so mixed up in your energy field. And as the unraveling occurs, you will begin to see which of those energies is in support and which is not in support of your chosen purpose. And so this is how it is possible that a person intending low frequency ends, low frequency manifestations will successfully achieve those, and in a very powerful way, if that person is in alignment, if their energy system is in alignment to whatever chosen frequency they have or hold. And it is likely so on the opposite end of the spectrum, whereby a person with high level frequency aspirations will manifest those and manifest them with empowerment, with significant impact, were that person to be in alignment. Those rubber bands completely detangled from one another, the yarn itself untangled, so as to be one band, or one yarn string. When the unraveling occurs, you will be able to see which rubber bands need to go to waste and which need or will serve you to remain. You will also begin to experience your life in a way that makes the energetic nature of thought and belief more apparent to you than the definitions that have been placed upon them, be it the stories that you are living out and the stories that our society has created in general as in definition of reality. I believe the main message has come through, and because of that, I will leave it here. Again, with supreme appreciation to you and to us and to this moment, with supreme appreciation to all of the energetic supportive components that have come and arrived to make this moment possible. Until next time.